So I just wanted to talk about, this pagan worship day, Easter, that is Easter, and how a lot of black folk is going into that synagogue of Satan, if you will, and give a reverence to the sun god, an idol, pagan in all its ways. And I was just it was I had messaged somebody on Facebook, and they were just talking about how Obama did so much for black folk, and still within the realms of the whole world, how the world operates. You have folks that are literally sleep to the fact of uh, how things actually, who runs what. Like, it's amazing how many people are still in the box, and the box that is the Matrix. Uh, it is it's kind of like, because even in that realms of the Matrix, the false reality, that religion falls under that, politics fall under that, the educational system falls under that. Just lies, deceit. And when you get out of that lie, and when you understand the truth and what the actual truth is, people want to, I want to know the truth. What's the truth? Man, it's all going to lead you back to the Most High, man. Because this realm, this world is just a deceitful copy. It's like copyright infringement of what's taking place in the Bible. Like, it's just like a fake copy of what the world is, just a fake copy of what's taking place in the Bible, or what's going to take place. You see, and it's doing a good job. Like the world is trying to, the Most High has his Yahweh has his guides, rules, statutes, laws, commandments. And the world tries to emulate that, but falsely. It's not their quote unquote, how they interpret that is no way. It's not biblical. They say God and Jesus, but it's in no way, form, or fashion biblical. But only when you read that will you come up out of this false reality, this lies. Just because they say, "Oh, God is here. This is where He at," man. No, man, that's BS. Come and get the word. And then they ask for some money, either before or after, if not both. Most High has nothing to do with that. You read that word. What is that? Judas, the most Yahweh Shai, his son, was teaching, and Judas had ran around and collected, I guess love gifts from everybody. And he come to Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai said, give it back. And Judas is like, well, I've collected it. I'm just paraphrasing. I've collected it from many hands, many people. Well, he said, give to the poor, because this truth, the truth, it's not this truth, it's the truth. This world is the lie. This truth is totally free. Like, you can't buy this. There's no way you could buy this. There's no way I could sell you this. See, them folks in them church houses and them synagogues of Satan's, if you will, they're selling what their quote unquote, what they believe in, their traditions and their customs as the truth. Easter is not the truth. Christmas is not the truth. It's all pagan. And my black folks, who I believe are the true Israel, you belong to one of those 12 tribes, they are caught into this delusion of the world. Bad, man. Because a lot of them, just like our ancestors before us, how they were forbidden not to read. Now it's so hard to get my black folks to read, or just try to get an understanding and a better grasp of it, of the word from somebody. and then instead of getting that one form of indoctrination your whole life, man, let me just see what let me just see another perspective. I'm still trusting and believing in the Most High, but let me make sure this is what I have faith in is the truth, and I know it to be true. He said you'll know the truth, and it's the truth that sets you free. I don't think Easter is a pagan holiday and not of the Most High. I know it's not. Got nothing to do with the egg and this old play on resurrection, call it Resurrection Day. Most High wants nothing to do with that. They Christians, so-called Christians, believers in Christ, knowing Christ had nothing to do with Easter, but yet they are dying eggs. Going to church on Sunday, one, right? It's just, man, trying to get them out of all of that. Like, that's wrong. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I know me climbing out of this false reality, which is just the reality built on lies, not fake. I know I'm here. I know things are real, but just things that are built on lies. Man, when I finally was starting to make that climb, dude, yeah, it was like, oh man, it was a lie. It's a lie. Like, dang, that too is a lie, But that's where that hunger and that thirst comes in, because you're trying to make sure you're pleasing Yahweh through the Son Yahweh Shai. You're trying to make sure you're doing everything you possibly can to please the Most High. And these Christians that think that, I know this may be going off to another subject, and I'll hop on this probably in another video, but where they feel like they're trying to live their best life down here, but when the Messiah says, you're gonna suffer like I've suffered, all you read about all his disciples, they would spit on the prophet, they would spit on when they went up certain places, cursed. But Christians are just trying to live, these quote unquote believers in Jesus, or that word. They just believe they're in for ease and comfort, and then they're going to get raptured up out of here before things get too bad. Another lie of the enemy. But for those just trying to come up out of searching for truth, and you slowly finding out how Easter originated and all that'd be a good start. Ishtar, Nimrod, all that. Babylon, it'll take you back to Babylon, the old world, ancient world. Ain't nothing new under the sun. All this stuff here, we do that. Babylonian. And, I need for my black folk, those who are the Most High's chosen, here, especially here in America, I need you to come up out of that. He needs you to come up. For your soul's sake, you need to come up out of it. Everything down here is going to perish, man. A rich man died, his automobiles, his house is going to get auctioned off to the highest bidder. You can't take it with him. It's trying to go from mortal to immortal. Okay, that's what we're trying. That's what it's about. I mean, when you die, you die. But it's about that immortal being. That it's trying to turn that mortal being into a spirit, immortal, everlasting, forever. Okay? Endure, my friends. This is house with love.